Hey guys, this is Not Lammers of Invoked 101. Welcome back, and today I have a video of a deck I don't think I've done either in a really long time or ever. This is Buster Blader. This is a deck that I built back when it was really hyped up. Also, I just got out of the shower, so my hair is really wet. But yeah, I built this deck back when it was really hyped up, when Dragon Link was first getting big, and it's out of my closet. But the other day I was like, you know what, I really want to play that. So, and it was a free play local, so because our store, we bought out our store of all its product. So I took this with me, and I was like, this could be neat. But yeah, did not have the best time playing this. I thought it was all right. It was just one of those things that I was like, I did, however, make someone rage quit in the final match playing this. I had one victory, one actual win, 2 losses, and a tie. So, yeah. This deck has very little longevity, so just a heads up. But yeah, this is a really cool deck, and before we get into it, if you feel like supporting the channel, we do have Invoked 101 merch. We're actually going to be doing a new merch drop really soon. If you guys wait until March 30th, 31st, we're going to be dropping some brand new merch for you guys as well. So that you guys can check that out. I'm very excited for that. But yeah, with that said, I'm going to set these spells and traps off to the side, as well as the extra deck, and we'll get right into the main deck monsters. So starting us off, of course, is 2 Buster Blader and 1 Buster Blader the Destruction Swordsman. Realistically, we're just playing these as names. They don't really serve a true purpose other than to be Buster Blader. Mainly this one to send or search off of the next card I'm going to show, and this one simply just because we're able to get it to our hand, and the deck does focus around him kind of like it does Dark Magician. But yeah. Next up is 3 of the most important card, the Stratos of the deck, 3 Buster Whelp of the Destruction Swordsman. On normal, it searches any Destruction Sword card, which is insane, and then it has 2 other effects, which are, you can only use the following once per turn. You can tribute this card, special summon 1 Buster Blader from your hand or graveyard, or you can, if this card's in your graveyard and you control Buster Blader, discard 1 Destruction Sword card, special summon this card. So a little specific, I do wish it was just discard 1 card, although discarding a Destruction Sword card is pretty good now, especially discarding memories to get this back into your hand just to normal summon it. It is a tuner, level 7, level 1, so yeah, makes 8s. Then last up for our Buster Blader cards is 1 Dragon Buster, which this does the extra deck lockout, which I did do, and then I got Dark Rulered, and then this was still live because it's an equip spell at that point, so very cool there. But yeah. Dragon Destruction Sword. So that's it for the Buster Blader engine, realistically, as far as the monsters go. The most important one is obviously this, is the Buster Whelp. But after that, we play our Crusadia package. I don't have Dogmatica, so I have to play the budget version, which is Crusadia. So we play 3 Draco, because it's a dragon, 3 Arborea, because it's a tuner, and 3 Maximus. That's really it. There's no real reason for these ones. This one's a dragon, which is nice, and this one protects, but Maximus has 1600 attack, which is the other reason, the main reason we're playing him. But yeah. And then for our dragon package, we're playing 1 each, the babies, because they're limited, the baby Chaos Boys, 1 Darkness Metal, and 1 Goliath to summon off of the Heavenly Spheres. That's why we're playing that. And then for hand traps, I played triple Ash and 3 Lancia. So that was it. I side deck stuff, but I'm not going to show off a side deck for this deck because I'm not going to play this deck at any events unless something crazy happens to Buster Blader. So, but yeah, that's it for the monsters. A pretty decent monster lineup, probably about normal 20, 22 monsters, something like that. Moving into the traps, we're going to talk about the traps first, much like in the other deck profile, because I feel the traps are more important than the spells, especially in this deck. So we're playing 3 Prologue. So if you don't know what Prologue does, it says, send 1 Destruction Sword card and 1 Buster Blader monster from your deck to the graveyard, except Prologue of the Destruction Swordsman. That's cost. That's insane. And then it says, special summon 1 Buster Dragon from your extra deck or graveyard, but destroy it during the end phase of the next turn. You can banish this card from your graveyard. This turn, Destruction Sword cards you control cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. You can only activate 1 prologue per turn. So that's insane. Being able to freebie summon Buster Dragon is nuts. But it says Destruction Sword card, and the best card to send off that is one of our 2 copies of Destruction Sword Memories. Because Memories says, discard a Destruction Sword card, special summon a Buster Blader monster from your deck, from the deck. Which, that part almost doesn't matter. Like, that's a whatever effect. Its real effect is the graveyard, where it says you can banish this card from your graveyard, fusion summon 1 Buster Blader, the Dragon Destroyer Swordsman, from your extra deck by banishing fusion materials listed on it from your graveyard. So this calls out the actual, like, Buster Blader fusion directly, but yeah, insane being able to do it from the graveyard, sending it off this, and then banishing this instantly, as long as you have a dragon in your grave. It's insane. Next up, I played 2 Heavy Storm Duster because I had 2 slots left in my main, and this Heavy Storm Duster works really well with, you probably already guessed it, triple Trap Trick. Trap Trick is nuts in this deck. You banish a prologue, set a prologue, and that gets you going. If you already have prologue, you Trap Trick for Heavy Storm. It's nuts. It's insane. For the spells, just because there's only 4 of them, 1 Emblem of the Dragon Destroyer, very cool. Searches Buster Blader from deck or grave to hand. 1 Destruction Swordsman Fusion. So really cool, really funny thing happened. I set this, I had Buster Blader in the graveyard because I prologued, and then my opponent Monster Reborn my Buster Blader, and I had a dragon on field. I can't remember what it was, but it wasn't Buster Dragon. So I super polyed with my own Buster Blader using this. Yeah, to make the Buster lock. And then I got Dark Rulered, because of course I got Dark Rulered. So yeah. But yeah, that was really cool. So this came up. You can also, if this card's in your graveyard, you can send 1 card from your hand to the graveyard, add this card to your hand. You can only activate each effect once per turn. But yeah, still, really cool card. It is a super poly, and it does let you use your hand. That's what it was. I had a dragon in my hand. It does let you use your hand in either side of the field to summon a monster that lists Buster Blader. So yeah, really cool card. Then I played 1 Monster Reborn and 1 Called by the Grave. Simply because Ash hurts the baby dragon a lot, and Monster Reborn is really good to get back the Buster Blader fusion, since he was properly fusion summoned. Unfortunately, you can't get back the Buster Dragon off this. But yeah. Moving into the extra, it's a pretty standard Buster Blader extra. I played 2 of the big guy, and so really cool stuff with this guy. This guy's insane. It says, so we'll put him here, and I'll just read him off. It says, must be fusion summoned, cannot be special summoned other ways. This card cannot attack directly. This card gains 1,000 attack and defense for each dragon type monster your opponent controls and is in the graveyard. And then it says, change all dragon type monsters your opponent controls to defense position. Also, dragon type monsters your opponent controls in your opponent's possession cannot activate their effects. That's insane. That actually came up a little bit. It was one of those effects that, like I said, it made the opponent rage quit. But then it says, if this card attacks the defense position monster, inflict piercing, and he's 2,800 base. This guy gets insanely huge, especially when you combo him with the other guy known as Buster Dragon. This is the Synchro monster for Buster Blader, and he's insane as well. Needs a tuner, it's generic. And then it says, all monsters your opponent controls become dragon. Once per turn, if you do not control a Buster Blader monster, you can target 1 Buster Blader in your graveyard, special summon it. Once per turn during opponent's turn, you can target a Buster Blader monster you control, equip it with 1 Destruction Sword monster from your graveyard. This is a quick effect. So, really cool. I actually used that effect to equip the extra deck lock in the standby phase to the Buster Fusion. Really cool. This is probably one of the best cards in the whole deck. It's just insane. So one of the things, this is a level 8, so one of the things that we can play, it's also Dark Dragon, is Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss. This is really cool, because this dies during the end of your turn, you gotta find a way to turn this into something useful, and arguably the most useful thing you can turn it into is Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss. Just a freebie negate. It's really good, really cool. During the player's turn, you can target a face-up card your opponent controls, negate the effects at the end of this turn. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, target a tuner monster in your graveyard, special summon it in defense. You can only use each effect once per turn. And it's 3,200, so he's a big boy. Yeah, really good card there. For links, I played 1 Spatha, 1 Magius, and where'd he go? 1 Equimax from my Crusadia package. Spath is really cool, especially when you start doing Guard Dragon stuff. Magus is neat. I didn't really make these. I made an Equimax once, but they didn't really come up. Then I played one Pisty, one Elpie. I played one Heavenly Spheres, and then for big boys I played one Saryuja, and I played one Appaloosa. And lastly, I played one Linkuriboh. This is so that way, because if your Baby Whelp resolves, the Buster Whelp, to search Prologue, you link it away into Linkuriboh, and that's a one card full combo for the Buster Lock. And then I also played one Protector Whelp with a Destruction Swordsman. This simply needs 2 monsters, doesn't mean anything, just 2 monsters. And then it says, if this card is link summoned, you can send 1 Destruction Sword card from your deck to the graveyard, then you can special summon a Buster Blader monster from your hand. That's really cool, that's really nice. I like, it's a then you can, you have to, so you can just send something to the graveyard. You can send memories or whatever. So that's really nice. And then it has another effect where if you control a Buster Blader that did not attack and your opponent controls no monsters at the end of your battle phase, you can target a Buster Blader that didn't attack and burn for its attack points. So basically burn for 28, which also came up. Really cool card. Yeah. I do like this deck. I do like Buster Blader, but it's just one of those things that's like, it's so... After getting Dark Rulered and there's no real answer to it, like you could play Blizzard, and I'm honestly very highly considering just playing Blizzard at this point because I am so tired of getting Dark Rulered. Anytime I make a board, I just get Dark Rulered, which really sucks. But yeah, so probably gonna start doing that. But yeah, this deck is fun. If you like Buster Blader, this is definitely one of the better ways to play it, I feel. Even though it doesn't really summon this, it does do the thing Buster Blader wants to do, which is summon the big fusion with the Buster Dragon, and it's designed to do it. Prologue shows that this is how the deck is meant to be played. So getting to that play as quick as possible is built into the strategy itself. But yeah. Because I know there's a lot of more casual players who do like Buster Blader, and they're like, oh, well, this isn't the way the deck's supposed to be played, but it's built into the archetype, so it's kind of there. But yeah, anyways, let me know what you guys thought about this deck in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.